Liverpool, and you're telling not to be one of them, pal. I know some good people in Liverpool, and I'll tell you what, you are a disgrace to Liverpool.
I'm a cunt and I'm an arsehole.
Are you? Yeah. You've also got a cunt's face, I know that. Two times to put it.
We haven't been seen since you can
Fuck you.
Fury.
Fuck you, Peter Rice.
People say, oh, well, you're 37. Well, let me just hit you with a few facts here. Archie Moore was 48-year-old when he defended his title and went 15 rounds and got up off the canvas 6 times. Roberto Duran was successfully fighting world champions in his 50s.
Why was that?
I'm still not happy, you know, because I think he's done what he's had to do in his career. 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, made plenty of money. He's nothing to prove to nobody, and yet he's here again. All I can say is it's an addiction, isn't it? Like anything else. The Gypsy King has took him over completely. He is the Gypsy King. Tyson Fury got lost a few years ago on the road somewhere.
He's chosen.
The press conference takes an unexpected turn as John Fury delivers an emotional and highly charged message directed at Tyson Fury. Speaking with obvious passion, he questions his son's decision to take the fight and makes it clear that he has serious concerns about the path Tyson has chosen. Rather than offering unconditional support, John Fury openly challenges Tyson, arguing that difficult decisions and recent performances have raised important questions about where his career stands. The tense exchange immediately grabs everyone's attention, turning what was supposed to be a routine media event into one of the biggest talking points of the build-up. Whether John Fury's remarks are intended as tough love or genuine concern, they have added another layer of drama to an already heavily discussed fight with Mariusz Wach, leaving fans eager to see how Tyson Fury responds when the focus shifts from the press conference to the ring. Tyson Fury responds by pointing to his years of success at the highest level, expressing confidence that his experience, skill, and boxing ability remain intact. He insists he still has the speed, timing, and ring IQ that made him one of the sport's dominant heavyweights. John Fury, however, remains unconvinced, arguing that every great fighter eventually reaches a stage where maintaining past standards becomes increasingly difficult. His comments reflect a father's concern as much as a boxing opinion, suggesting that experience alone cannot answer every question about a fighter's current form. The exchange adds another emotional layer to the build-up as Tyson Fury defends his belief in himself while John Fury continues to urge caution. It is a disagreement that has fueled even more discussion ahead of fight night, with only Tyson Fury's performance in the ring capable of settling the debate.
So I think age is what it is. I feel fresh, I feel good. And if I was on a decline, I'd say it. I'd be the first to say, you know what, I don't think I've got it no more, and I won't box, but I don't feel as if I've lost anything. I feel like I'm in my prime still. I feel fast, I feel good moving, I feel everything's really good. I've been away in Thailand training, as everybody knows.
John Fury voices his frustration with the direction of Tyson Fury's training camp, arguing that the environment is no longer as focused or disciplined as he believes it should be. While he remains confident in his son's natural ability and achievements, he suggests that the preparation surrounding him has changed in ways he does not agree with. John Fury makes it clear that his criticism comes from a belief that Tyson is capable of much more, expressing disappointment that his advice no longer carries the same influence it once did. The comments reveal a deeper disagreement within the Fury camp, highlighting the tension between a father who helped shape his son's early career and a champion who now makes his own decisions. Whether those concerns prove justified or not will ultimately be judged by Tyson Fury's performance when he steps into the ring.
Much these days, kids don't listen to me anymore, you know, and at the end they only want the best for the man.
Tyson Fury emphasizes the importance of loyalty, explaining that he prefers to keep a close-knit team of people he trusts around him. From his perspective, that stability creates the best environment for preparation and allows him to stay focused on the task ahead. John Fury, however, interprets the situation very differently. He argues that surrounding yourself with the same voices can sometimes limit honest feedback, raising concerns that difficult truths may not always be heard. His comments reflect a belief that constructive criticism is just as valuable as loyalty when preparing for elite competition. The difference in perspective highlights a growing divide between father and son, with one prioritizing trust and continuity, while the other believes fresh opinions and honest accountability are essential. As the debate continues, only Tyson Fury's performance on Fight Night will determine whether his approach has been the right one.
I have people around me, never have and I never will, because I'm a psychopath. I can't have 1 million people around me, because it doesn't work. I just have the same old people I've always knew, that's it. I'm not interested in making new friends, I'm not interested in what the next man's got, I'm not interested in what the next door neighbour's doing, don't care. Keep myself to myself and my own.
John Fury makes it clear that his concerns are not about reclaiming control of Tyson Fury's career, but about wanting his experience and opinions to be taken seriously. He believes he still has valuable advice to offer and is frustrated by what he sees as an increasing distance between himself and his son. From John Fury's perspective, the disagreement is rooted in concern rather than conflict, as he worries about the direction Tyson is taking and the decisions being made around him. Tyson, meanwhile, appears determined to follow his own path and trust the team he has chosen. That difference in outlook has added an emotional dimension to the build-up, turning what might have been a private family disagreement into a public talking point. Whether those concerns prove well-founded or not, the tension between father and son has become one of the most compelling storylines surrounding the fight.
I don't want to be anything. I don't want to be his trainer. I don't want to be involved in his business. I don't want to be involved in anything. I just want him to give me enough respect and say, well, hang on, my dad may have a point there as a father, because I think more of him than his training camp, than his people around him. He's my son. But at the minute, all of a sudden, what I say don't matter. What I say is not what he wants to hear, you know, because they can get used to hearing bullshit, can't they? And that, what happens every time.
Liam Goff adds his perspective to the growing debate surrounding Tyson Fury, suggesting there are legitimate questions about whether the heavyweight champion is still performing at the same level that defined the peak of his career. His comments echo some of the concerns John Fury has expressed publicly, adding another voice to the wider discussion taking place across the boxing world. Even so, these remain opinions rather than established facts. Tyson Fury's achievements and current ability can ultimately only be judged by what he produces inside the ring, with respected figures offering differing viewpoints.
2007,
the conversation has become one of the biggest storylines ahead of Fight Night, increasing the pressure on Tyson Fury to deliver a performance that answers his critics once the bell rings.
But he's saying that Tyson isn't himself anymore, and I tend to agree with John Fury. He's certainly not at his best anymore. I mean, how could he be after everything he's been through and stuff like that? So I tend to agree with that, right? But he was saying words to the effect of that the Wilder trilogies took.
Peter Fury provides one of the more measured opinions in the debate, expressing confidence that Tyson Fury still has the talent, experience, and ring IQ to compete at the highest level when he is fully focused. He believes Tyson's boxing instincts remain among the best in the heavyweight division, but he also stresses that elite performances depend on more than ability alone. According to Peter, the right preparation, discipline, and training environment are essential for bringing out Tyson's best. His comments acknowledge that questions surrounding Tyson's recent form are understandable, while also reminding fans not to overlook what he is capable of when everything falls into place. Rather than making bold predictions, Peter's assessment reflects cautious optimism, suggesting that the upcoming fight presents Tyson Fury with the perfect opportunity to prove he can still perform at the championship level that made him one of boxing's biggest stars.
Well, whether he can take him or not, he shouldn't be taking him, and he knows that. But when he's on his A game and he boxes, he can box. He ticks all the boxes, trust me. And he's exciting as well. And he does the right thing with this level of opposition because he's walking.
Duke McKenzie offers a candid assessment of Tyson Fury's place in boxing history, arguing that discussions about all-time greatness should be measured against the accomplishments of other legendary champions. In McKenzie's view, Tyson's career achievements deserve significant respect, but debates about his legacy remain open to interpretation and will continue to evolve as his career unfolds. His comments add another perspective to the wider conversation surrounding Tyson Fury's future, where expectations remain exceptionally high because of everything he has already accomplished. Rather than settling for defeat, McKenzie's opinion reinforces the idea that every performance still shapes how Tyson will ultimately be remembered. With scrutiny coming from respected figures across the boxing world, the pressure continues to build for Tyson Fury to deliver another statement performance inside the ring.
Obviously, Fury's got his own fans and people that think that he is a legend and one thing and another. Well, that's all well and good, but you've got to look at his resume. It doesn't stack up. Not to the great fighters. It doesn't stack up.
Frank Warren emphasizes that the decision to return to the ring belongs entirely to Tyson Fury, making it clear that he did not pressure or persuade him to fight again. According to Warren, Tyson made the choice based on his own ambition and desire to compete, despite already achieving financial success and having little left to prove outside the ring. At the same time, Warren acknowledges that he understands why John Fury has expressed concerns, recognizing that a father's perspective naturally places health and long-term well-being above everything else. Those differing viewpoints highlight the emotional complexity surrounding Tyson's return, with one side respecting his determination to keep competing while the other questions whether the risks outweigh the rewards. As the debate continues, Tyson Fury remains committed to proving that his decision was the right one, knowing that his performance inside the ring will ultimately provide the strongest answer to both his supporters and his critics.
Well, I never asked him to come back or encouraged him in any way because that's got to be his decision. He's a very wealthy guy. Financially, he's set up for life and probably 10 lives older. But he wants to fight and he's in the big gym. He's in tremendous shape and that's his decision. And that's his decision. Understand, where his family are coming from, his dad's.
Analysts suggest that John Fury's public criticism is directed less at Tyson Fury himself and more at the people surrounding him in training camp. In their view, John appears concerned about the advice and influence his son is receiving, questioning whether those closest to Tyson are always prioritizing his long-term interests. Those interpretations have added another layer to an already emotional family disagreement, with observers debating whether the issue is about trust, strategy, or differing visions for the next stage of Tyson's career. From John Fury's perspective, the concern seems to center on choosing the right path and carefully weighing the risks that come with continuing to compete at the highest level. Whether those concerns are justified remains a matter of opinion, but the growing divide between father and son has become one of the defining storylines surrounding the build-up to the Mariusz Wach fight, adding personal tension to an already closely watched return.
And he's alluding to Sugar Hill Stewart, the people around him. I assume that's who John's talking about here when he says, people are acting like his friends and they're acting like they got his best interest, but they don't, and he's not listening to me anymore, and he should have been doing easier fights, which again, if Tyson's not fighting for a belt, I understand the need to fight a contender to get back to the belt, which is why I think it's kind of tough.
Dominic Ingle offers a more sympathetic interpretation of John Fury's outspoken approach, suggesting that the emotion behind his public comments stems from genuine concern rather than a desire to create controversy. Having observed the Fury family's journey over many years, Ingle believes John has always been deeply invested in Tyson Fury's development and success. From that perspective, he views John Fury's strong opinions as those of a father who wants to protect his son and ensure he is surrounded by people acting in his best interests. While the tone of John's remarks can often be blunt and uncompromising, Ingle argues that they should be understood in the context of a parent who cares deeply about his son's future. Whether others agree with that approach or not, Ingle's comments add another dimension to the debate, suggesting that beneath the public disagreements lies a genuine concern for Tyson Fury's long-term well-being and career.
It was just funny listening to John because he is straightforward, and people always say to me, he's a nutcase, he's an idiot, he's kicking off. I mean, not really. I says that's the kind of public John Fury that you see. But if you've dealt with him, off camera and behind the scenes over the years, he's a different type of fellow. But he does get emotional when he's doing interviews, and quite rightly so, because it's his son. And I don't care what anybody says. When you're in the position where John Fury is, and he's kind of come through with Tyson all the way through the amateurs, everything else, no matter what anybody says, a proper father is always going to have the son's back, no matter what. And in boxing, there's so many sycophants hanging about, waiting to take advantage of you.
Tony Bellew offers a candid assessment of Tyson Fury's current stage in boxing, arguing that every great fighter eventually reaches a point where maintaining peak form becomes increasingly difficult. While he acknowledges Tyson Fury's remarkable achievements and the demanding battles that shaped his legacy, Bellew believes those years at the top inevitably take a physical toll. His comments reflect the view that longevity in heavyweight boxing comes with accumulated wear and tear, raising understandable questions about whether Tyson can consistently perform at the extraordinary level
fond memories of 2007.
That perspective echoes concerns John Fury has voiced publicly, suggesting that experience and determination alone cannot completely offset the effects of time and years of elite competition. Even so, opinions from respected figures remain just that, opinions. Tyson Fury now has the opportunity to respond in the only way that truly matters in boxing, with his performance inside the ring.
He was a force to be reckoned with in the heavyweight division, but I think, once again, every fighter has a window. I think his window's passed, which I'm sorry for, because it's a shame, because he's beat some really good fighters, and he's been in some really hard scraps, and I think he's showing that he's worse for wear for them scraps now.
John Fury reinforces his concerns by arguing that Tyson Fury still has the ability to compete at the highest level, but only if he returns to the discipline and preparation that defined the best years of his career. He is openly critical of the current direction of the training camp, suggesting that the environment no longer reflects the standards he believes are necessary for elite competition. According to John Fury, those changes have led him to question whether Tyson is preparing as effectively as he once did, making it one of the strongest public criticisms he has directed at his son. His comments paint a picture of a father who believes Tyson still has the talent to succeed, but fears that maintaining championship form requires the same relentless commitment that made him a dominant heavyweight in the first place. Whether those concerns prove accurate remains to be seen, but they have added another layer of intrigue and pressure ahead of Tyson Fury's return to the ring.
And like I say, last time, in my honest opinion, I'll say it again because I'm a straight man, his training and his training camp was non-entities, because he was probably in the worst shape I've ever.
Johnny Nelson reflects on the qualities that made Tyson Fury such a formidable heavyweight, describing him as a fighter capable of remaining completely focused once the opening bell rang. In Nelson's view, Tyson's success was built on his ability to compete without distraction, regardless of who stood across the ring. At the same time, John Fury has publicly questioned whether that same edge has been as evident in recent performances, adding another layer to the debate surrounding Tyson's current form. Nelson also suggests that the fight presents a limited number of likely scenarios.
Fond memories of
Regardless of how it
2007.
unfolds, many observers believe the performance itself will be judged against the exceptionally high standards Tyson Fury established throughout his career. As a result, John Fury's concerns continue to influence the conversation, with fans and analysts alike waiting to see whether Tyson can demonstrate the focus and intensity that defined his rise to the top of the heavyweight division.